In the Diamond Classic for 3-year-old fillies at Gloucester Park on Friday night, Chris Voak drives the promising Lady de la Renta, who's drawn reasonably well at barrier 4. She was unplaced in the Oaks over 25-36 metres, but her run before that was quite fair when fourth behind Detroit Lily.
Yeah, it was, and looked, I probably think she was capable to even possibly finish off a bit better. I think you look at her form sort of a couple of months ago, it was right up there. I think she was probably I believe she was good enough to win the Oaks. I think she tapered off a fraction, but she had bad draws and things like that and did things wrong. But I think she'll improve sharply for this run. She's worked, just looks real good. I worked it this morning at the track for Annie. She looks fit, and she track worked how she did sort of 10 weeks ago. You know, I think she's somewhere back to her best.
So if she's close to her best, she's going to take a power of beating, even though our Major Mama, the Oaks winner, and a few other smart fillies are in the race.
Well, until our Major Mama won that race last week,
yeah,
nobody would have given two shakes about her. But to her credit, she won the Oaks. That's she walked away with the prize money, so she can't be discounted on that. She did get a good trip, but this race probably doesn't set up as good for her, I don't think. But there's a number of other fillies. Ross's fillies in form, Veiled Secret. But I've got the draw, and I like the feel she gave me this morning at the track, and it's a feel I haven't had for a little while. So quietly confident she'll return victorious. So.
Chris, you've got another good drive with Annie Belton's Mr. Versace, who's drawn 1 in his race, and his last start effort coming from last to be third was super.
Yeah, look, I thought, when I first started driving him this campaign, his work was good enough that I thought he'd go to the races and win, and Annie was, in agreement, but he sort of was left wanting in a couple of runs, and as time progressed, he actually seemed to have a little bug through his lungs, and that, which Annie got on top of, and she did make the comment she wouldn't return to the races with him until she got him back to peak form and fitness, and she's done that with three really good runs, and each run's been better than the last. He comes up with a very good draw on Friday.
Are you going to take advantage of the draw?
Yeah, I think so. His run last start impressed me, coming 3 deep, 4 deep, and it was a really good third in a race where he was rated out of it. He probably wasn't entitled to run third, and he showed a bit of staying power for him. So, I think without having a look at the form or speaking to Annie, he'll be going close, I think.
And Chris, some of your other drives, you drive Add Fuel to Fire for Mum, you drive Bolton Tin in the free-for-all, you drive Anime, and Arden's Concord in the last. Arden's Concord, knocking on the door?
I think he's drawn bad, hasn't he?
Drawn barrier 8.
I know, just can't get a trick with him. He's, he ran a very, very good race last start. The winner drew better and got the better of us on that night, but he hasn't done nothing wrong since arriving here in the West, so hopefully he'll be thereabouts again. Bolton Tin, has he drawn well?
Bolton Tin has drawn barrier 3.
I don't know how strong
Max Affair's drawn inside of him.
Yeah.
And
She was a good run last start, but it's stepping up again for her. She'll have to absorb some punishment, which she has in her career anyway. But she only a 4-year-old.
Yes.
4-year-old mare, taking on some tough horses. And Bolton Tin, I think his run last start was probably one of his best of his last 5 or 6. So even though he ran second last, the feel he gave me was very, very strong. So I think if I had the same horse I did last week, he'll run a mighty strong race. Add Fuel to Fire, barrier 9, yuck. Yeah. That's all you can say about that for him.
So, Lady de la Renta, your best hope, you think?
I think so. I don't think I'll walk away with egg on my face.
Best of luck on Friday night.
Thank you, Ken.